Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I hope this video finds you well wherever you are in the world. So, over the course of some past videos, it has been my distinct pleasure and honor to have been able to share with you some thoughts that I have about this particular box set from Arrow Academy, which is called Kiju Yoshida, Love Plus Anarchism. And these are films that were directed by the really great cinematic artist from Japan, Kiju Yoshida, and 3 films that he directed that are considered by many to be a so-called loosely associated political films trilogy, or something to that effect. The films in the set being Eros plus Massacre, Heroic Purgatory, and Coup d'etat. And as an extra added bonus, perhaps, among many other bonuses, with respect to the film Eros plus Massacre, we have, of course, the theatrical cut and also the longer director's cut. So in essence, you are getting really 4 films in this set, which is a marvel, an absolute gem of a set. This is one of the best sets from Arrow Academy that I have ever come across, and I am so impressed with this and the contents and the care and the commentaries and the booklet, etc. And so it has been my pleasure and honor to share with you in past videos some thoughts that I have about these films. Now, my thoughts and comments are very shallow, and they don't even begin to scratch the surface of the various historical implications, the various ways in which these films can be viewed as works of cinema, film studies, lenses, etc. And so my comments are very shallow, and they aren't meant to be any kind of summation of these films in any deep way. However, it is my hope that I have been able to convey through these videos the sense of admiration and respect and awe that I feel with respect to these films. These films are challenging, they are demanding, they are very elliptical, and they are rewarding, and they are memorable, unforgettable, and shocking, and really one-of-a-kind works from a true cinematic master and philosopher of cinema, that is Yoshida. And so it is my hope that for anyone who has this set or is able to get this set or is able otherwise to watch these films by Yoshida, it is my hope that you are interested in exploring them and watching them and trying to engage with them. Of course, the materials might seem to be difficult, which is why, in particular, the Arrow set that I have here is one that I think is very helpful in terms of establishing a kind of historical context by which one can then watch the films individually. And so this Arrow set has been very useful and helpful with respect to that kind of establishment of context. I have been very fortunate to meet a lot of people over the course of many years, and oftentimes this set comes up in conversation, the Yoshida set. And this, I think very understandably, I think many people and I'm mentioning this kind of anecdotally, but I think many people have mentioned this set as being one that maybe they have, but they haven't necessarily watched the films yet. Maybe it's on their shelves, but they haven't necessarily taken off the plastic or anything like that. And I completely understand those comments. I totally understand them, because this set is a beautiful set in terms of an Arrow Academy set, a kind of a collector's item. Yes, it is all that, and it has a great booklet, which is very, very rich, very much so. But I also think that the films themselves are really great examples of this kind of cinema in the late 1960s and early 1970s. This is a very important moment in Japanese cinema, and in particular, the context of Japanese cinema and the political and social history of the time. And to have these social and historical implications collide or intersect with the rise of the independent Japanese cinematic spirit in the form of Yoshida, and they intersect to form what essentially becomes these three films, I think is so essential. It really is essential for anyone who is interested in Japanese cinema, anyone who's interested in a study of Japanese cinema, especially the so-called new wave of Japanese cinema from maybe the early 60s onwards. This falls right into that period. In other words, it is my strong belief that anyone who is interested in Japanese cinema in any way would really benefit a lot by checking out one or more of the films by Yoshida. And if you are able to, checking out one or more of the films that's included in this box set. Again, they are challenging and difficult. I know this. I know this from personal experience. But they are also incredibly rewarding and just supreme examples of a true cinematic artist that is trying to talk about certain historical or political based concepts and ideas in the form of his films. And they come through in such a powerful, almost elliptical and poetic way that is just sublime. So that is why I have tried to just describe some of these works in these videos, in the hopes that as many people as possible can watch these films and try to get to know these films a little more. Because, as I say, this is so important a set of films, and to have Arrow Academy release this set like they did was really great, and it's such a great opportunity to explore these films, which are otherwise not so, I mean, they're relatively, I'm not sure, they seem to be relatively difficult to find. They're not impossible, but they're relatively difficult to find on physical media. And so to have them all collected in this set, for example, lovingly presented, is a true sort of miracle in my eyes. And so I hope that anyone who's interested in Japanese cinema will explore this set, or explore one or more aspects of this set. And if you are interested in this, I'd love to hear what it is you have to say about these films. I'd love to hear what it is you have, your reactions to these films. Again, you don't have to be an expert in Japanese history. And also, the Arrow set in particular helps so much in providing the historical context. So it is, as long as you have an interest in cinema, an interest in Japanese cinema, and that urge to try to explore and to continue on with a kind of film journey, then it is with great pleasure that I would recommend a set like the Arrow Academy set of Kiju Yoshida, Love Plus Anarchism. Very, very easy, my friends, to recommend this because it is a top-class collection of some unforgettable works of art from Yoshida, who is just one of the supreme masters of Japanese cinema during this time, and in particular this very exciting, volatile time in the late 1960s and early 1970s. Again, Japanese cinema and Japanese history intersect, and that intersection is Yoshida and these films. And so, my friends, if you are interested in these films, please check them out. If you have seen them, I would love to hear your thoughts and comments about them if you have the opportunity or chance to do so. As always, my friends, I'm so interested to hear your reactions because I learn also from how you react and what it is you have to say. You always teach me and you always give me inspiration. And so I'm always interested to hear what it is you have to say. Okay, my friends, so that's it for this set from Arrow Academy, and I hope that you are happy and healthy and well, and that you keep on watching a lot of great, great movies. So until we meet again, my friends, stay safe, take good care of yourselves, and cheers.